Hey everybody, it's your boy Captain Hunter coming at you again. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Really appreciate it. Let's dive right into it. We're going to take a look at the Tyreek Hill situation, and I know very little about it. I know he was stopped before his game. Tyreek Hill, being a star in the NFL, was apparently stopped on his way to his Miami football game, was dragged out of his car, as we can see him on the ground right here in this still image of the body cam photo. So let's take a look and see why they took him out the vehicle. A police officer dragged Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill out of his sports car by his arm and head, and then forced him face first onto the ground after Hill put up the window of his car during a traffic stop before Sunday's game. Body camera video released Monday shows. Okay, this is why you got to wait for stories and stuff, right? So, you're talking to an officer. Why are you rolling up the window on this guy? I mean, is the traffic stop over? I mean, jeez. The video showed that the altercation between the Miami-Dade County officers and Hill escalated quickly. Got to see this video. The officers cursed at Hill, but he did not resist a physical force or strike at them. He did tell one officer, "Don't tell me what to do." 6 officers' body camera videos have been released. Police Director Stephanie Davis said the tape would normally not be released while the investigation is ongoing, but she wanted to demonstrate the department's commitment to transparency and maintaining public trust. These videos should be released. I'm sick of them saying, we can't release this ongoing investigation. How does that hinder the investigation? I don't understand that. That's just talk. It's just talk. You don't want them convicted in a court of public opinion. I get that, but it's I'm not convinced of how it distorts the investigation. And I've done these investigations. How's it distorting it? So people know what's going on. So what? In a CNN interview later Monday, the 30-year-old NFL star, he's only 30? I thought he was older than that, said that she was embarrassed and shell-shocked by the situation. Said he was embarrassed and shell-shocked by the situation. Video shows that the 2 motorcycle officers went after Hill after he appeared to speed past them in his McLaren sports car on the roadway entering the Hard Rock Stadium in light traffic. They later said that they clocked him at 60 miles per hour. They turned on the lights and pulled him over. One knocked on the driver's window and he told him to put it down, which Hill did, and handed him his driver's license. "Don't knock on my window like that," Hill told the officer repeatedly. You think that's going to go well when you start off the conversation like that? Just don't talk to him. Don't talk to them. "I have to knock to let you know I'm here," the officer told him while repeatedly asking why player did not have a seatbelt on. "Just give me my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm going to be late. Do what you got to do," he told the officer while putting his darkly tinted window back up. "Keep your window down," the officer told him. Yeah, he's going to ask him to keep the window down because he want to make sure that he can see him, see his hands, make sure he's not reaching for a weapon, formulating a plan to hurt him. Completely normal. The officer told him, again tapping on the glass, he can still be seen inside. Hill rolled the window down slightly and said, "Don't tell me what to do." Oh my God. You guys think you can win these battles. You think you can win these battles. He put the window back up. Think you can win these battles. Hill told CNN's Caitlin Collins he did roll his windows back up, citing concern about drawing unwanted attention to himself. "If I let my window down, people walking by, driving by, they're going to notice that it's me," Hill said, "and they're going to start taking pictures, and I didn't want to create a scene at all. Like, I really just want to get the ticket and then go on my way." The officer again told Hill to put his window back down or I'm going to get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. The officer then demanded Hill open the door. Another officer stepped up and said, "Get out of the car or I'll break the window," using obscenity. So the reason that I'm assuming that they wanted him to get out of the car is because he's uncooperative. And contrary to popular belief, when the police officers tell you to get out of a vehicle, this has been established in at least 2 case laws that I know of. You have to get out of the vehicle. Is it reasonable? Was it reasonable for Hill to say, "Yeah, what he's saying is correct"? But I guarantee you, if they would have started off without this, "Don't tell me what to do, this, that, and the other," they would have said, "Sir, please, I would like to put my window up because I want people to know it's me." I'm quite sure that they would have been deferent to those wishes. And maybe not, maybe try not driving 60 miles an hour. It doesn't say what the speed limit was, but try not driving that fast. This is unfortunate, man. This is unfortunate. Get out of the car. The door opened and the second officer reached in, grabbed Hill by the arm and back of the player's head as the player said, "I'm getting out." Hill later could guess that he wasn't moving as quickly as the officer would have liked. "I wasn't moving fast enough because I got injuries," said Hill, who started his 9th NFL season. "I got things that I go through. I play a physical sport." The second officer forced Hill face first to the ground. The 3 officers pulled Hill's arms behind his back and as Hill yelled into his cell phone, "I'm getting arrested, Drew," talking to the Dolphins director of security, Drew Brooks. The officers handcuffed Hill and put one knee in the middle of his back. If we tell you to do something, do it. "Take me to jail, brother. Do what you got to do," Hill replied. "We are," an officer said. You crazy," Hill said to the officer. The officer stood up and Hill walked to the sidewalk. One officer told him to sit on the curb. Hill said to the other officer he got an surgery on his knee. Okay, I want to see these videos. Are they somewhere? We gotta just see them. Let's see, is it here?
Officer speeding! Move forward.
That wasn't even a hard knock.
Why don't you have your...
That wasn't even a hard knock. Let's rewind it a little bit. Come on, man. Come on. It wasn't like he banged on his window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window like that, no.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to
Just
you.
get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down.
Again, that's a safety thing, officers want to be able to see.
Hey! Keep your window down.
Tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Damn. What part of product you in this car? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew.
Doesn't look like he was moving fast enough at all, if at all, if he was moving. These guys bring this on themselves, man.
As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Damn. What part of product you in this car? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out,
You
bro.
understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you.
Officer speeding!
Is there another one here? This one is 7. No, that's it. Let's see if this one's a little bit longer here. This is a still photo. Let's try this one. Let's print screen this one too. I just want to see the video. These ads here. These guys bring them on themselves, man. Forget this guy, man. Forget this guy. These guys are idiots. Freaking idiots. Man. You bring this on yourself and cry racism. Idiots. All right, I just want to end this off with just a few words. When you're confronted with these types of situations, man, just cooperate with the police. Just do what they've got to say. You comply now, complain later. You don't have to, get into these arguments. The officer did not knock on the door all forcefully. He didn't start off belligerent. Nobody likes to be stopped. I get that, but just get it over with, right? So this idea, that he's just acting stupid for no apparent reason. So just comply and all that kind of stuff. And what else do I want to say about this? It's difficult because this video that we just watched was, edited a little bit. So there's going to be a full investigation. It's my understanding that one of the officers has already been placed on administrative leave. And as I told a friend, if that's true, that doesn't bode well for him. However, you never know what's going on, what's going to happen these days, right? I've been wrong about a few different judgment calls that I thought were pretty much clear cut. And law enforcement is obviously going in a different direction, but it's not. The more that they arrest cops, fire cops, hold them accountable. I'm not hold them accountable. Let me definitely reword that. The more that they try to be transparent, they're making the situation worse. And I'm not saying it's okay to beat people or talk to them crazy or to be provocative. I definitely think that officers ought to engage in de-escalation and all the different transparency and all the different stuff that the public has been calling for and demanding for, that I've called for in the book that I wrote as well. I'm definitely saying that. However, when you try to go overboard, and here's a guy who's being completely belligerent, and if they try to do something punitive to this officer for taking assertive action when a person who has tinted windows, who's not complying, who's telling them what to do, who's just doing all this crazy stuff and seeming to move slowly when you get out of the vehicle. Again, it was redacted. We don't have the full story, but that's what a full investigation should reveal, all that type of stuff. So hold judgment. That's why a lot of times I had to go back and look at the video and make sure that I kind of address these points, because it just tells a different story. And unfortunately we're not getting the full story. So in this particular video, so that's why they had to take a look at the full story. They interview witnesses to look at all different body angles of body cams, get this guy's story, Tyreek Hill's story, all this kind of stuff, right? Was all this necessary, forcing him to the ground and all that? So that's going to be the question that they're going to try to answer. How much force was justified? How much force was necessary into apprehending this suspect or this person at this time? And if it shows that the officer asked him to get out of the car and he refuses 1 or 2 or 3 times, now that becomes a no party, a resistant person. Even though he's not throwing punches or anything, he's still a resisting person. So if he's resisting, then the level of escalation, the level of force goes up, and now they may be justified in taking him to the ground and all that, and then placing handcuffs on him. Listen, we want to get out of these situations as fast as we get into them too, right? We got other things to do. We got to, this stuff costs officers time and paperwork. Nobody wants to fill out use of force forms. Nobody wants to fill out tickets. Nobody wants to fill out, we don't want, you got to tow the car. We don't want to do all that, right? Just comply. We both want to get into the situation. More than likely, depending on what jurisdiction you live in, the police officers just want to write a ticket or not write a ticket, just give you a warning and just go on your way, right? But when you prolong it, but with attitude, when you prolong it with belligerence, when you prolong it with non-cooperative verbiage and scenarios, you just make it harder for everyone. So we'll wait and see what happens with this. I would not be surprised. In today's climate, I'm not going to be surprised either way. I would not be surprised. I need some water. I would not be surprised if the officer gets nothing, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets punished as well. So let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Hit me up. Much love and peace.